The goal of every single social network, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, it doesn't matter. The goal of every single one of those networks is to keep you in that social network as long as possible. And they've gotten really good at doing that. Now, as business owners and entrepreneurs, our goal is very different. Our goal is to get people seeing our post, clicking on them, and leaving that social network and going to our website. And so that's what you're going to see a focus on throughout this webinar, is not just posting to get people to notice you, but posting for results, to get people to either go to your website, to call you, to message you, to go into your store. Social media posts that get results. Now, the first type of Facebook post that we're going to talk about is a link post. And this is where you copy the link from your website, from your blog, from an article that you're reading online. It could be a YouTube video that you want to share, and you paste the link into your post right here. And then what happens is Facebook will do its best to pull an image and a description from this online content. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this then becomes the link. So you can actually take the link that you pasted out of here, and people will end up clicking on this. And sometimes this works really well, and I'm going to give you an example of that. Okay, so we do have a couple of people saying what their number one thing is. Maria wants to know how to start properly and keep consistent on each social network. I'm a beginner when it comes to doing it professionally, and what would be a priority list when one is starting to build the audience? Maria, that's an excellent question, and our social media strategy class goes through all of that. It has you go through and do a couple of exercises that give you instant clarity on what your best social network is. And so that's where I recommend that you start. And it also has some suggestions for being consistent. The big thing for you is to just make time for it. Make an appointment with yourself every day, just once a day, to post to your best social network. And that's really the best thing that you can do. And I'm going to put in the chat window the link to that social media strategy class. That's it right there. Okay, great, fantastic. All right, so for the link post, I'm going to show y'all a very interesting example of this. Now I'm going to go over here to Facebook, and I'm showing you a link post that I did day before yesterday. And it basically just says download your hashtag primer infographic, and I have a link here. I kept it in here, and it helps you get visibility on any social network. Now this was a link post. I did not upload this image here. So Facebook pulled this image in, and it has the link to it. So I can click here, and it takes me to this particular post on my blog. And what I want to show y'all is a couple of different things. Now, this post had 551 people saw it, and 5 people liked it. I didn't get any comments. I didn't get any shares. So in a lot of ways, you could say, well, this post wasn't very successful. However, what Facebook does not show you is how many people clicked on that post. How many people clicked on your link and went to your website? So here is this article, this blog post, and it's a long one. This is a very long blog post that tells you how to use hashtags. And if you click on this, you will get the opportunity to download a full-size version of this infographic. Well, I looked at my analytics for the day that I did this post, and let me show you what I found. Now I'm looking in a product called Clicky, because this is a free tool that I recommend. You can also use Google Analytics. It doesn't really matter what you use, but I'm going to look for that same day. I'm going to look at the 13th. And then I want to see the content that people looked at. And so here is the ultimate guide to hashtags. That's the link that I shared on Facebook. 29 people went to it. Now they didn't all come from Facebook, but what I can do is I can go to that page and say, okay, who referred those people here? And 14 people came from Facebook. Click that link and they opted in. I think I had 7 people opt in to become a lead on my email list to get that free download. And that happened all from a simple link post. So don't underestimate the value of just posting a link to your website with, you know, some context on what's in it for your fans. That's really, really important. Okay, and we have a couple more. Maria says, thank you. Okay, and also Maria says, what kind of layout for the post and how can we post the same thing again? Maria, that's an excellent question. Now, the layout that you're going to see for each post really depends on what content you're doing. Like for this one, because it's a link post, Facebook is going to pull in this image and then show a description down below, and then it's going to show the website that it comes from. And then the second part of your question was, oh, how can we post the same thing again? That's an excellent question, because this particular hashtag guide, I think, is 3 years old. And I can see, like, let's see, we just had Super Bowl 52, right? I'm posting images here from Super Bowl 49. So this blog post is 3 years old. That doesn't mean that I can't reuse it on Facebook, because I get new fans all the time, and not all of my fans have seen all of my content. So Maria, you can reuse a post as often as you want. You just have to you either have to retype it in Facebook, or there are certain social media management tools that will allow you to schedule posts multiple times at once. Like Hootsuite, Buffer, Sprout Social, those kind of tools will allow you to do that. And in fact, my most popular post on Facebook from last year was, it was actually the sister companion to this. It was the Ultimate Guide to Social Media Tagging, which is 2 years old. I continue to post to it here on Facebook. There's no reason you can't do that. Okay, so that is a link post. Notice that Facebook pulls in the image, shows you the title, the description, and the website it comes from. You can also do a video link post. Now this is a little bit different because you're you're linking to a video on YouTube or Vimeo or somewhere else. Now the thing I really want to show you here is, see how little this video thumbnail is? You do the same thing, you post your link here, and then Facebook will pull in a tiny image, the title, and a little bit of the description. Now, why is this image so tiny? Well, first of all, it doesn't stay that small. If you click on this, the video will play inside Facebook and it gets a little bit bigger. But the reason they do this is Facebook wants you to upload your videos to Facebook. They want people to stay in Facebook as long as possible. So they want you to upload your videos here. So much so that this is what a video looks like that you upload to Facebook. Now look at the difference. Here you've got this tiny little thumbnail, and you can still play it from Facebook, but it doesn't look nearly as good as this. So if you have video, I recommend that you upload it to your main channel, whether that be YouTube or Vimeo or wherever you host your videos, but then you can also upload it to Facebook. And right now, this is what Facebook wants. If you want more reach and more engagement, use video, because Facebook is rewarding you for this. You can get, you will reach far more people with either an uploaded video or a Facebook Live video than any other type of Facebook post. It appears nice and big. You can write your post here with, you know, a link to, like, I do excerpts of my bonus webinars. I upload these to Facebook and I link to the full video, but then also Facebook will tell you, you know, who your best audience is and how many people viewed it. You can also reuse video. You can create different posts with the same video by going to your business page, videos, and your video library. There's also a little known feature of video, which is this. Maria, this kind of goes back to how can I reuse the same post? You can reuse the same video over and over again in different posts, and it retains all of the likes, comments, and shares that it gets cumulatively. So that's not true for any other type of media or any other type of post that you do on Facebook. And because when you do a new post, all the likes and comments and shares start over again. That's not true with video. If you have a video that has become very popular, you can redo posts and you'll see all the likes and comments and shares that it's gotten over the life of the video. So that is a very big deal for Facebook video. Now, lastly, you can do an image post. Now, Facebook really is an image sharing social network. That's why if you do just a plain link post, Facebook will do its best to pull a good image from the link that you shared. But sometimes that just doesn't look good. You know, sometimes Facebook pulls the wrong size image or it just doesn't look good. So you can also upload your own image to Facebook. And then you can write your post and also include a link. And you'll notice this is a post that reached almost 5,000 people. Now, what was so special about this post? Really nothing, except for the time that I posted it. I posted it on a Monday, and I normally post in the mornings. This one I posted Monday at noon. And this is Maria. This is a post that I do every single week. It says the exact same thing. I change up the image a little bit. It's the same image, it just has a different filter on it. So it might be a different color and the date is different, but it looks like it's the same post every single Monday. Sometimes it'll reach 100 people, sometimes it'll reach 500 people. This time it reached almost 5,000. I don't get that every time, but sometimes you get lucky. So you can also do an image post. So just to wrap up here, you can do in Facebook a link post, a video link from YouTube or somewhere else where you host your videos, a video post where you either upload the video to Facebook or you do a Facebook Live video, and you can do an image post. Now I'm going to show you the template that you're going to get for Facebook, and I'm going to give you a link to these at the end of the webinar. And I see we have a question, and I'm going to answer that in just a moment. So I do encourage you, if you have a question about Facebook posts, go ahead and post those in the chat window. All right, for each of the templates that you're going to get, you're going to see three main things. The first one is up at the top is the big takeaway that you need to know for this particular social network. For Facebook, it's video. They want your video and they're going to reward you with it. So if you're disappointed with the amount of reach and engagement you have, do a video. Then the second section is basically everything that you need to know about the layout and design of the post. So Maria, this should answer your question here. It shows you where your profile picture is, how big it needs to be, where the title and the name of your page shows up. It shows where your text appears, because on every social network that's different. It shows you the optimal image size for that particular social network. Here it's for Facebook. If you add a hyperlink, this is where the title and description show up. Here it's how many people liked and commented and shared. And then down here at the bottom right is where you can change your Facebook identity. And what I mean by that is if you're going to post a comment, on one of your own posts or on somebody else's. You can choose to do that from your personal profile. So I can do it as Maria, or I can do it as socialmediaonlineclasses.com. And you do that right here. Then at the third section of each template, and here for Facebook, you'll see the different types of posts you can do. Here's the link post, the image and link, and then the video post. So that is the Facebook post